Yeah, I am ready. All right, this will be a color exercise in greens, and I will. I don't use a green in my palette. I have 2 blues, I have 2 reds, a New Gamboge yellow and a raw sienna yellow and another aureolin. So 2 blues and 3 yellows, and I'm going to get a lot of greens just from that. I think I'm going to get like 6 to 9. Now, let me show you. Let's say I take a little bit of blue, New Gamboge yellow, mix them together, and you get this lovely, I don't know what we call it, Irish green or not. Now, if I take that same blue, I'll use the one that's already on my palette, and I mix it with aureolin, which is a much lighter yellow. I get a slightly paler, not too different. Now I'll try the raw sienna. It's, well, my students used to call it baby poop yellow, and a little bit of blue, and mix that together, and we definitely get a very different kind of an army green. See how that works. Okay, so there's 3 yellows, or 3 greens. Now I take the cerulean. Okay, let's try cerulean. What's cerulean look like with New Gamboge? I put the yellow over here, and then I move it toward the middle until I feel like I've got an even distribution of both. So this is cerulean. Try a little bit of water here with the New Gamboge yellow, and you'll see it's slightly different from the ultramarine. Okay, cerulean, a little blob of that. Get the aureolin, a little down here, bring it up, and this is my go-to for a spring green, like the color of the grass or the trees in the spring. A nice light, pale, beautiful color. Now I take the cerulean and mix with the raw umber, and again I get another kind of a dirtier green, but that slightly different than the ultramarine. Now, okay, so what do you do with all this stuff? Well, I've been making blobs, but I'm going to take the New Gamboge and blue and the ultramarine. Let's get a little more yellow. Okay, and as I paint this, I'm going to be a little judicious here, and I will just a little bit of darker blue on this side. And here we have a maple tree. And really, it's just like a color swatch, except right at the edges, you make a few little lines that make it look like tree. Okay, let's say I take the raw sienna and the ultramarine blue. Ooh, that got pretty dark pretty fast. And I'll pretend like the light is coming in from this side, so this side of the tree shapes are going to be slightly darker. And this is more like your elm trees that are more of a fan shape going up rather than the sort of rounder maple tree shape. And I'll do one more. Let's try a cerulean blue and raw sienna, and we'll finish this off. Cerulean blue, raw sienna. And this will be my, this will be my apple tree shape. Because an apple tree, because they clip the limbs high up, most of the branches are low. Let me get a little bit of that cerulean in there. And you can put in a few branches like this. And there's your apple tree shape. So the greens can depict different kinds of trees, and of course the edges of your lumps of green can define whether it's a black walnut or a Norway maple. I mean, a Norway maple, you start jumping around and saying, okay, well that's that fun color. It's alizarin crimson. You know those maple trees that look like they're red. And there's your Norway maple, which isn't made of a green at all, but of some red tones. All right, so that's our little, I invite you to practice mixing greens. And if you want to make the greens into something, then get a book on trees, look at shapes of trees, and see what you can come up with. All right, thanks very much.